Broadcasting live from the moon and back, this is The Coin Chat, the most trusted voice for all things cryptocurrency. Each week we dissect an important issue and cut through the noise and misinformation out there in the world of blockchain, cryptocurrency, and ICOs, capturing the facts that truly matter to you that will give you an edge in this fast-moving emerging market. The who, what, where, when, and how of what you need to know in crypto to get ahead so you don't get left behind. Now here are your co-hosts, financial and crypto experts Yuri Cataldo, Steve Good.
We're back! We lost power, but we're back. So we'll continue.
The blockchain will always continue. Steve, absolute pleasure to see you.
Good to see you again.
Absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
We were just talking.
This is the real deal. It's not starting to rain, I swear to God.
When the power went out. It's really busy here. You can't see now because it's got dark.
I just got a raindrop on me. Okay, so we're going to do this. This is going to be the first episode ever done in the rain with electronic equipment. So hold on to something because we're going to get shocked. No, okay. Anyway, so we caught up last time with the Crypto Compare event.
Yep.
And now we're back again in Malta. So we're not going to do each city twice now. That's going to be the rule.
Okay.
That's fair. So where's next then after London and Malta?
Anywhere that doesn't rain as
Philippines.
much as Malta. Yeah,
South Africa, Singapore. So we're going to do something. Anyway, so we're going to catch up a bit since last time, because last time we were talking about the 20-country launch.
Yes.
We've done some of that.
I just did 3 more today.
3 more. So
Nigeria, Tanzania, and Uganda went live today, all in one go.
So how many countries are we up to now?
Oh, okay.
Come on.
You got me there. Really?
I'm not very good with the maths anyway.
No,
you know that.
It only takes us to 6. But there is a huge but here. There's a huge but.
6.
But I said before Christmas, and we've got blocks of countries we can launch. So we may not hit 20, but let me tell you, we're going to be pushing up.
Listen, I think the reality is there's ambition.
There is, but what we realised is just launching willy-nilly doesn't actually give us the result we want. What we want is adoption. Now, so in Brazil, which is the first one we launched, just one itty bitty by itself, massive place.
Massive country. Yeah.
Last month we had $28,000 worth of top-up equivalent in ETN direct from ETN.
For your first month?
It wasn't the first month, it was about the third month in actually.
Okay. Well, it takes a little bit of time, but awesome.
But the adoption rate is high. We're seeing a linear graph of adoption rate. We're seeing viral growth, just like we talked about, and that's in one country. So
amazing.
So you know what? You're doing it right.
But you get a network effect too, right? Because you start with a small number of people, they tell their friends, and they tell their friends, and that 28 turns into 50 and 60 and 100 and 200.
One of the only places you can spend it at the moment is on that airtime. As we start to roll out the rest of this ecosystem into 2020, it's going to...
So what does the ecosystem look like? I mean, don't tell us what and when, because I don't want to get you in trouble now with the community. I'm sorry, community, for last time, but no, we don't want to get you in trouble with the community. We just want to get an idea. So the bigger vision plan of the things that make up that ecosystem to make it really hum.
So the first most important one is the relaunch of ETFs. We've been working on it for about 18 months. It's totally changed from how I first saw it being, and a lot of that is from studies with real users. We've just opened up the beta application, so if people want to be part of the beta testing, and we have been overwhelmed. So we've had 25,000 plus people apply. 7,500 people have given us absolutely so much detail. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
Took some 15 minutes to fill it in, kind of thing. The level of detail is amazing. 20% of those people have said that this is what they do full-time for a living. They are part of the task economy full-time. So one of my fears was that we needed to make sure it was fully populated before we start advertising it to attract sales. Let's remember that what we've got is we've got people buying from the global north with credit card. And then the remittance part takes place in ETN at the back end through some clever legal wrangling. But effectively what it means is you've got an unbanked person who gets value from the global north. They pay on a credit card and value arrives. Now, initially, all they've got to spend that on is that mobile top-up, which is not that exciting. Let me tell you, it's more exciting than 99.999% of all other
because you need
projects.
More than, but still you need to have more than just spending on one thing.
What we have to do is we have to show a start. We have to show that it is real and it can be used. And then we've got a sort of an ace up our sleeve that I'm not going to commit to what it is, right? But we have something really, really exciting. Nobody else has ever done it.
I'm always getting him into trouble. I'm sorry.
Well, I've been dangling this concept for a long time, but lawyers get in the way, regulations get in the way, everything from a legal and regulatory standpoint is now out of the way. so I can do what it is that we're trying to do. It's an integration of epic proportions. So I don't know when it's going to happen, because every
so we
time
got to go to another country to talk about what epic means.
Yeah, it might be. But it will definitely conclude this.
Okay,
It will conclude this ecosystem, right? So at the moment, what we've got is third party, delivering it airtime. But where do they get? They need to sell their ETN that they've taken.
Right.
Where do they sell it to? Well, AnyTasks is taking cash. It needs to buy ETN.
So AnyTasks is like a task management.
It's a bit like Fiverr or Freelancer.
An outsourcing service of some sort where you can buy services,
digital
services online, like a marketplace.
But we're not going to have enough ETN to complete what we're doing because of demand. We're looking at what demand we've got. Touch wood, everything will be good in terms of demand. So we'll need to go via our OTC desks. We've got 2 of these OTC desks we've done an agreement with. They'll be going out to the market with the AnyTasks cash that's coming in and purchasing ETN on the open market.
So you create a self-sustaining ecosystem of supply on the one side, demand on the other, which will create a self-sustaining ecosystem, which will at least maintain a level of stability in the way the thing operates.
And in 2020, Q1, we'll have Task School Live. Awesome. Task School is our not-for-profit e-learning system to teach people basic tasks they can do on their phone. And that, people, when we show people what they can do, they had no idea that it was monetizing. So, for instance, if you literally just video someone drawing a picture, turn that into a quick stop frame animation, that's valuable as a social media feed to someone in the global north. So there are tons of things, there are literally tons of things you can do just with a mobile phone. Get them in, start them working, start them earning some of those US dollars, start them earning some of that, gets remitted in ETN, and then as long as we've got a nice ecosystem in place, which I can't quite reveal all of it, but as long as they've got places they can spend it, and remember that even without me introducing them, there's nothing to stop someone entrepreneurial collecting that ETN up, and as long as they're banked, they can jump into an exchange and do an exchange and make commission.
Right.
Because we're not charging any commission. So there are different platforms with different rates. Fiverr, for instance, charges 20%. AnyTasks has no fee at all. So if you sell your task for $5, you get $5 worth of ETN.
Nice.
So now you've got 20% to play with. So if someone entrepreneurial goes, well, hang on a minute, if I collect up this ETN, go to an exchange and it costs me 3 or 4% to get it into my local fiat, I'm up on the deal. So we're creating
an environment for entrepreneurial behavior, right? Right. So what would you tell, let's say, you've got the big user community that's listening to this, not just investors who want to understand how it's going to affect their lives. Are there things that we could tell the user community about, whether it's a reassurance or it's something that's coming or something that we're going to do that's going to give them that feeling of, gosh, we're really connected with you, the audience, not the audience, but the user community itself. So what are we doing that's hooking into them so we know that they know we know their mindset and that we're solving a problem?
Well, right at the beginning, people got excited about what I was to do. And before the team grew to the size it is now, and it was just me and a handful of coders, and we sat there and said, you know what?
And you were with the leash going like this because you're not the coder.
No.
You're not a coder, are you? You are a coder. Yeah. I did not know that.
Yeah. Albeit, everybody would
Apple
laugh.
Basic?
Everybody would laugh. Well, I am a Perl coder. Anybody who Googles P-E-R-L, I'm a Perl coder.
Okay.
I can code in PHP and C++.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's so cool. So you're a geek in disguise.
Geek in disguise. I'm nowhere near as good as my team. My team are literally awesome, and I take my hat to them every day. Their coding skills are way above.
I'm going to show up with a hat next time called Geek in Disguise.
Chest bump.
Sorry. So we diverge a little bit there. So that's my background. So from a technology point of view, and I've got a digital marketing agency that started with me doing the tech, and I've got a social media management company that again started with me doing the tech with the guys that have come into this. So, ultimately, what we said right at the beginning, what excited people was mass adoption of cryptocurrency, and we're still not seeing it. We might see projects with loads and loads of people trading them, trying to make money out of buying and selling. But in terms of actual adoption, that's what we were set out to do, and that's why we knew we needed to run an ICO and sell some ETN to get funds in to do it, because we have had to build this ecosystem. And the first thing we did, we went out to South Africa and we thought we would just drop out a payment system and it would all just happen. Right.
We dropped it out, we were on the ground, we learned loads and loads. We changed the payment system. What we realised there is actually people need a way not just supposed to be given something. It's like a charity, and we're not a charity.
Right.
They need a way to earn it, and we were relying a little bit too much on the market, entrepreneurially bringing a way to earn it. And we said, okay, well we can lead these people in, not just with creating a platform in which they can earn it.
Right.
And originally that when I first said that was going to launch, which was probably a year ago, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
That was crypto to crypto, ETN to ETN. So somebody buying would have had to go off to an exchange, buy some Bitcoin, transfer it to an exchange at ETN, buy some ETN, get the ETN into a wallet, and buy a task. It was never going to happen. I run a digital agency. We buy services from Fiverr and from Upwork. And if somebody had said to me, this is a way to get it 20%, 30%, 50% cheaper, I still wouldn't have done it. It's too much work. So there was a lot of legal wrangling and a lot of redesign to do to get it into fiat. So the purchase takes place in fiat, and that's exciting. This is all about steps to mass adoption. And that's what I promised I'd bring. Absolutely confident I'll bring.
Okay, so let's talk about mass adoption for a second. So you and I both know that mass adoption is tough. The community are looking for ways that they can engage easily to make their lives easier. So you're sitting on the inside of this now, trying to make change to build systems that enable the average person, not only average as an average, but as in the non-crypto user, to be able to participate in a crypto-based environment. What would you say that the biggest challenges are that you've encountered or faced over the last 6 months or year, or that you're facing today that are preventing you from moving things to the level where you want to be to enable our user community to get what they want?
Well, I mean, our user community at the moment are probably not the users that we're going to have eventually.
Right, so...
You know, we've had this huge amount of beta users have said they're going to come on, which is amazing. So thank you very much for anyone who said they're going to be a part of the beta program. I really appreciate it. And they're going to help us.
We love you, beta users.
We do. And they're going to help us populate. So they're going to get gigs on there, as some people call them. Some people call them tasks, whatever we're calling it. I call it...
Well, it's a good segue to my next question on the gig economy, but we'll get to that.
Well, what we found with the word gig is we're out in Southeast Asia, we're in Africa, the word gig did not translate well at all.
Okay.
As soon as you gave someone the word gig to translate, the word music started coming in. Music festival, music concerts.
Really?
Yeah, because gigging was always about bands.
Aha.
And so we had a very bad translation problem, and so we realised that we're either going to fight this uphill battle of education, or we rename. And task translates extremely well. Hence the change from gig fare to any task.
Okay, so let's get back to our adoption problem.
So from an adoption,
not the 5% that I'm worried about. It's, what I'm worried about is the 95% who are looking at this thing called Electroneum going, what is this thing, and why does it matter to me?
Why would someone adopt it?
Why would I adopt it? Why would I use your system, Richard?
Well, and the answer is, you'd only do something if it benefits you. That's the only reason you'd use anything, isn't it? That it benefits you in some way. It might benefit you from enjoyment, might benefit you financially, might benefit you in any number of ways, but it has to give you a benefit. And most cryptocurrency, we are, as the community that I've been in since probably 2015, maybe 2014, we're passionate about what it can do, and so we're involved. But the only benefit it was giving, as it happens, we've all done well from the early adopters, you know, from this gain in terms of an investment vehicle. That's not what cryptocurrency should be for. The benefit should be that people that are outside of the existing financial structure can join it. And if they can join that global digital economy through any cryptocurrency, but we're making it ETN, that's a wonderful thing.
Well, in fact, shouldn't it really be the blockchain that's the enabler? The cryptocurrency being ETN is there as part of that transactional process, but in fact, the underlying infrastructure being blockchain and cryptocurrency is the enabler, but the real solution is the tech that you're building on top, which is giving users the access to wallets, payment transactions,
instant payment
mobile top-up.
People gloss over instant payment.
Digital services.
But if you're buying something from the shop, you have to have instant payment. You can't go into a shop and wait for confirmations. So our instant payment system solved that a long time ago. And we thought, okay, that's going to nail it. Now it's absolutely critical. So we had to do it, and it was one of the steps towards it. But now what we're doing is we're building this full ecosystem, and we have ridiculous levels of confidence. And of course, the NGOs that we've got involved, they haven't come into play fully yet. But those NGOs are trusted on the ground. We've chosen vocational NGOs. We are educating them about blockchain, we're educating them about crypto, we're educating them about trust, because this industry is full of to
Well,
see.
it's government, and so of course there's also an element of, well, it's regulated and not regulated, and why should we? And then governments are not typically getting involved in technology early. They're usually late adopters
Yeah,
to most things.
yeah.
Trying to get your council bill updated in the UK, and